let's talk about how language and math are fairly similar. And the fact that you can basically make math say that something is not what it is or is what it is based upon the functions of how it is you decide to run the equation, like PIMDOS, BIMDOS, or something else. Like a multiplying 1 would ultimately give you a 2 because you actually just plus 1, or you plus itself, which would be a squaring to a point. But the reason why I'm saying this is because this is something that you can do with programming. All right, and certain mathematics in terms of quantum physics allows for a singular point to actually be squared in a fourth and fifth dimension, wherein it's still a singular point, but it is 3D. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because it fundamentally alters what you were taught in school, and why it is that the idea of a square root of 2 is no longer imaginary, it is but a 1, which is pretty cool if you look at it correctly with the right dimensional physics. It's an interesting concept, and it's one of the reasons why thermodynamics with fluid dynamics becomes vastly different when it comes down to how a plug of air, our universe's reality constituent makeup, happens to cause curvature of the space in the interactional profile of the thing traveling that fast, happens to slow down and or speed up those interactions accordingly based upon their probabilistical factor. And it's one of the reasons why a wave starts to an awful lot look like a low interactional environment to a high interactional environment, and the resulting jiggle, wiggle, and spins and all the rest of it that create various fields and the interactions there within that can occur. Okay, which is one of the reasons why it's so different than what most people classically think of as for quantum physics and more. Um, and why math is profound. And it changes when you think about it when you're a kid versus when you think about it when you're an adult. And you start having some of these really cool science and physics phenomenon to calculate for. It's amazing how different and cool it really is. But you know, you don't really hear a lot of people talking about it. So there you go.